Yo, Lex here with an analysis of the upcoming Season 22 theme. I'll be testing this patch starting October 1st, but first let's go over my initial impressions. Season 22's theme is Shadow of the Past. Activating a shrine or pylon will spawn in a shadow clone of your class. I have many concerns with this theme. The first concern is randomly spawning shadow clones that have 1 out of 3 builds. A red flag immediately raises when I see random. Pushing the top of the leaderboards already requires a lot of RNG. If one of the build variations is stronger than the others, then this will add an additional layer of randomization. We've already experienced this in Season 21 with the random elemental powers, where a flame wall could ruin the momentum of a run, and you needed to get lucky with the snowball spawning at the boss. The second concern is the clone's power. It will scale with your character's power, which will hopefully prevent support characters from soloing greater rifts. If the clones are too strong, we'll have another carry season theme, just like Season 19 and 21 where people could solo Greater Rift 150 with very little power. If the clones aren't strong enough, then they are more of a nuisance. There could even be drawbacks to having the clones, which brings me to the third concern. Let's look at the wizard clones as an example. In high-level Greater Rifts, crowd control skills need to be timed correctly. For group play, a barbarian is often used to stomp enemies together to make them easier to kill. 2 of the wizard clones have Black Hole, a skill that scatters enemies around and ruins the grouping. It's also known to cause lag in high density, especially during group play. Also, some damage dealers need enemies to be stunned during a Convention of Elements phase. Any skill that moves or crowd controls enemies, like Black Hole and Frost Nova, adds diminished returns, making them immune to stuns. Looking at some of the clones for other classes, there are many more skills that are a concern. Witch Doctor's Tornado is in all 3 builds and moves enemies around, adds diminished returns, and is known to cause lag. Hex, Mass Confusion, and Horrify are also crowd controls. Spirit Barrage is also known to cause lag. Barbarian's Ground Stomp is a stun. Shattered Ground and Furious Charge knocks back enemies. 2 Necromancer clones have Frozen Lands, which freezes the entire screen for 10 seconds, making it impossible to move or group enemies. I won't go through all the clones, but every class has problematic skills. So to recap, if the clones do too much damage, then we'll be relying on them to carry us through Greater Rift 150. Blizzard needs to carefully balance the scaling of clone damage, which won't be easy. Removing the build variations and only having 1 clone for each class would remove the RNG aspect of the theme, making it easier to balance. Even if the clones aren't carrying the run, they're casting random CCs that ruin grouping, add diminished returns, and lag the game. I think Blizzard should reconsider the problematic skills. I am excited for the 4th Kanai's Cube wildcard slot. Similar to Season 20's theme, it adds flexibility to builds. This looks like it's an addition to the season's Shadow Clone theme, but I would like to see it become a permanent change to the game. Some builds become too strong with the 4th cube slot, so a bit of rebalancing will need to be done. So what do you think about the upcoming Season 22 theme? Feel free to stop by the livestream to discuss your thoughts. I'll also be going over the rest of the patch notes. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to see future content. Peace out and happy slaying.